Hey guys, my name is Christian Perez and this is my CS122A Fall 2018 project. For my project I decided to create an RC car. So before I begin I just want to point out the parts that I used. I have two microcontrollers right here, one as the master and the other one as the slave. Two Bluetooths using USAR communication. This one right here is the master and the one over here is the slave. And for the controller I have one joystick to serve as the controller for the car. So for example, if you want to move the car forward, moving it upward would move the car forward, backwards, and left and right to control the steering. So looking at the car, I used one DC motor driver, which is not visible, it's all the way underneath, just to make it look a little bit nicer, you can see, and 4 DC motors. The DC motor driver controls all 4 of them, so that is a 4-wheel drive RC car. And I also have an IR sensor which detects any colliding collision as so, which I'll demonstrate in a bit. And yeah, that's just about it, so let's just begin. As I explained, if I were to move the car forward as shown, the car will move. Going backwards, pressing this way would make it go back. So it's very responsive in a sense. And so if you probably noticed, the front wheel of the car is not actually connected to the front of the wheel. That's because I was having some design errors or like problems trying to really replicate the steering mechanism used for normal cars. So it was working initially, but I was having troubles. I tried like many ways to fix it, but yeah, it does work. And in order to show it for the demonstration, if I zoom in right here, added a pointer in front of the servo motor just to show that it works. So in this case, if I go right, this way is right, this way is left. So if I was to go right, it would go right, left, it would go left. And it's very sensitive, so I could go in ways. And if you notice, if I zoom out, I also added LED lights just to show that it works as shown. So on top of that, for the IR sensor, I also added an LED signal to just show, as you can see right here, that an object has been detected. So for example, if the car was moving forward and if I put my hand here, it would stop immediately afterwards, but if I let go, it would keep going. So to demonstrate that easier, if I were to move this up like so, while moving upwards, car is moving forward, it stops immediately afterwards. Sorry, it's kind of messy. Like so. So pretty much the functionalities that I wanted to create for this car has been met. The only problem that makes it kind of weird in a sense is the steering. But in the future I actually found some ways that I could do to solve this issue. The one I could think of right now off the top of my head is, after thinking about it, is having 2 servo motors instead of 1, because I noticed that the weight of this is way too heavy for 1 servo motor to handle. So by applying 2 over here and pasting it onto these DC motors, I could have that turning functionalities working. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching.